Hey guys, how are you doing out there? Shout out to Aaron. Thank you for inviting me to share this episode of podcast practice. I have put together a yin yoga practice for you, a little bit about what's been helpful to me during this time that's going on in our world right now. And I know for me, anytime that if I'm faced with a crisis or if I'm struggling, I turn to my yoga practice. Especially with the coronavirus right now, some of us maybe will experience a lot of stress, anxiety, uncertainties, worries of this event. In order to distract from all of this, I invite you to try this yin practice with me, focusing on soothing the nervous system, calming your mind, releasing physical and mental tension. Props that you will need will be 2 blocks, pillow, blanket, and your mat. This practice is suitable for all levels, even if you're new to yin. Let's begin. Come to any comfortable sitting position. Sit up nice and tall. Relax your shoulders, perhaps to roll the shoulders back and down. Close your eyes and become aware of your natural rhythmic breath as you breathe in and out. There's no need to control the way you breathe. Just observe it for what it is, how it feels, and where you are feeling it in your body. Begin to notice the sounds or the white noises around you. Notice if your mind starts to wander, perhaps thinking of what your children are doing, or maybe what to eat for your next meal. Noticing any physical sensations from your body, internally and externally. Perhaps muscle tension. Or maybe you have a pet dog, cat who's just brushing their body against you. And with each inhale and exhale, allow your breath to be your anchor throughout this practice. Because all these thoughts and distractions will come and go. And you may not be able to control these things, but you can control how you react to them. So whenever you have a thought that crosses your mind, notice it and set it aside. And come right back to observing each inhalation and exhalation. You're welcome to keep your eyes closed and move as slowly as you would like to maintain a state of ease and awareness, eventually making your way to child's pose, with your knees as wide as comfortable, arms extending all the way forward, with your torso surrounding towards the ground. If you feel like you need support here, feel free to prop your forehead with a block or maybe a bolster, allowing your sit bones to slowly sink down towards your heels. So take your time to find your adjustments. And once you find a comfortable edge, Allow your body to come back to stillness with your eyes closed. As the position of your body changes, your thought pattern may change. Your thought pattern may shift, and your breath may change. These are all things to notice without judgment, and once again, acknowledge them and set them aside. Come back to observing your breaths as you breathe in and out through your nostrils. Continue to listen and observe the sensations of each breath. Begin to observe how you feel in this shape. Perhaps feeling the stretch through your hips, lower back, perhaps more sensations in the shoulders, maybe the lower body, your knees, maybe the ankles. And as you connect to the sense of being grounded in this position, notice how relaxed you are right now and how it calms down your parasympathetic nervous system. Continue to breathe in any way that feels most natural for you and let your breath anchor into the present moment. Yin is all about the joints, so whenever we tense up or contract our muscles, the emphasis of the stretch or the stress moves away from the connective tissues and our joints and moves to the muscles, which is not what we want. So not only you want to be still, you want to be soft and relax as much as possible. Every time as you breathe out, imagine all the tension in your body melting away. Forget about all your to-do lists, any muscle tension, any stress, and worries are mental clutter. So each time as you breathe out, let it go. We are into the last minute. Notice how your child's pose now feels differently from the first minute of your child's. And every pose is going to feel differently from the first minute to the last minute. And when we hold pose for long periods of time, we're trying to affect the deep connective tissues in the body. We're trying to affect the joints, the ligaments, the tendons, the fascia that surrounds and go through our muscles. It's going to create a lasting structure change of body, and it's how we improve our flexibility through hips and lower back. Let the pressure sink in so that we can slowly open up. Notice how your body and your mind become as soft and as fluid as your natural rhythmic breath. Continue to observe the silence in your practice. As you tune inward, allow yourself to be still and sink in. Stay completely relaxed. As slowly as you can, release up from the posture. And let's come back to your rebound. In this neutral position, you want to extend your legs forward. Keep your chest upright, but relaxing your head down. Relax the back of your neck. You're welcome to soften your gaze, maybe keeping your eyes closed. Taking a few moments here to observe how you feel. Maybe feel the release of tension here through the lower body. And we're taking this rebound posture to reset your body. Okay, so we're ready for the next posture, Baddha Konasana, butterfly. Creating diamond shape with your legs, bending your knees, bring the soles of feet together. Drawing your feet towards the pelvis, or you can shift the feet away from the pelvis. You're welcome to keep the upper body lifted with your chest upright, head relaxing down. Otherwise, you are taking a forward bend, move your hands forward, palms resting on the ground, or you can take a deeper forward bend by resting your forearms onto any props of your choice. Last option to surrender your torso all the way down to the ground. On your own terms, at your own pace. Know that there's no rush. Find a comfortable edge that works for you. Okay? And if you feel like you need more support in butterfly, feel free to prop your knees with blankets or maybe blocks and sliding another blanket underneath your sit bones. Once you find your adjustment, once you find the sweet spot, allow your body to come back to stillness with your eyes closed or with your gaze softened. And notice if your breaths become shallow. Notice if you're not able to breathe well, consider to back off as well, finding your edge. With the external rotation of the hips, notice how the inner thighs feel. Perhaps you feel sensations through the spine, from the back of your neck all the way down to the sit bones. Notice what are the physical sensations that arise, whether it's muscle tension, stretching sensations, pain, discomfort, maybe no sensations at all. Feel what you feel and recognize them. So often during the day, we suppress negative feelings and emotions that naturally occur when being in a difficult work environment or dealing with difficult situations in daily life. These emotions often get stuck and can build up as tension, especially around our hips. Creating space for your hips to relax will help to relieve anxiety, depressive feelings, and stress. Each time when a thought enters your mind, notice it, acknowledge and recognize it. Set them aside, come right back to observing your natural breath. Thoughts will come and go, and that's okay. It's all part of your practice. Each time you come back to your natural breath, you are building your mindfulness practice, you are building mental strength. Begin to notice how gravity is slowly guiding you to soften towards the ground as you fall forward in this position. Allow your softness, your presence to sink in. Melt away any physical and mental tension. Take as long as you need from here to come back to your rebound. Come back to your neutral shape. Slowly extend your legs forward, arms relaxing by your side, head relaxing down. With your eyes closed or with your gaze softened. So once again, we're back to this shape to observe your breaths, observe how you feel mentally and physically in this posture. Maybe feel the release of tension here through the inner thighs. Some of us will maybe feel more in the lower back, the glutes, the spine. So really take your time to slow down your breaths, slow down your thoughts, slow everything down. Get ready for the next posture, saddle. So let's come to hero pose. Sit on your heels, knees together. And when you lean forward, open your feet wider so that you can place a prop underneath your bum. So maybe you can place a block, maybe pillow, blanket also can, whichever feels more comfortable for you. And with your knees apart and with your chest and your upper body lifted. So this is option 1. If you feel like you can go a little further, start to draw your knees closer towards each other. Hands resting onto the heels so they can gently rest your elbows. Eventually rest the forearms down. One forearm at a time, slowly. And maybe the prop the head with another block or your pillow, whichever. Okay, so last option, lie down onto your backs, reach your arms over the head, catch the opposite elbows. In your last option, you're welcome to shift the block away under your bum. So maybe you don't need any prop here, and then draw your knees, the inner thighs towards each other. Okay, so let's all find that sweet spot. Find that edge that works for you in this position. So play around with the use of the props. Okay, so as you find the edge in this pose, resist to go straight into the most intense version of the pose. Resist to force or push yourself into a shape where you feel so intense or pain that you can't breathe or hold. Imagine that's the intensity scale of 1 to 10. 1 is where you feel no sensation. 10 is where you feel pain. In Yin, we kind of want to stay at about 4 or 5, even though you could probably go up to at 8 or 9, even 10. Even though you have high threshold for pain or you're used to stretching a lot, okay, we learn to back off and honor and respect our body's limitation. Readjust if you need and stay as still as you can. Come back to the place of non-judgment and compassion. Notice with the internal rotation of the hips. You feel sensations here, maybe through the hips, the quad muscle, your knees, the ankles. Some of us maybe feel more through the lower back, the upper body, especially the shoulders and the spine. And sometimes holding these postures a little longer can bring up discomfort in the mind. Sometimes we feel anxious holding these poses. So if you feel like it's getting too much for you, you're welcome to once again back off. And as you observe your natural breath, allow it to be a cue to your body to relax and soften. With each exhalation, you can let something go. Our thoughts can be tricky. Even emotions can rise. If you find yourself completely consumed by thoughts, emotions, or feelings, try not to judge yourself for it. Just notice and then set it aside. And come right back to your breath. Your breath being an anchor to keep you present and calm. Wherever you are, relax what you don't need, so you can soften the tensing, the flexing in your hips, your shoulders, and your eyebrows. And then come right back to your breath. Very gently release out from the posture. Take your time to rise back up. Come back to your rebound. Find that neutral position with your legs extending forward. Settle in the stillness as you notice any new sensation. Each time, as you come back to this shape, you will feel differently. Okay, so we're ready for the next posture, supported fish pose. So get ready to lie down. Lie down to your backs and placing a block or a bolster underneath your upper back. And if you like more support, feel free to place another block underneath your head. Especially for those who are not able to relax the crown of the head down, you're welcome to prop yourself up. So once again, make use of the props that you have at home. Okay, and just allowing your head to relax down. Check that the block is underneath your upper back, your hips relaxing down to the ground, and position your legs to any variation here that feels good for you today in your practice, and depending on what you need today as well. Maybe to straighten your legs forward, or you can cross your legs, so maybe come to a butterfly legs position. Adjust the block to the highest if you like to increase the intensity of the stretch through the upper back and the chest. For those in the last option, extend your arms over the head, perhaps to catch the opposite elbows and pull the elbows all the way down, so they feel a nice stretcher through the shoulders, across the chest as well. Very gently to relax the facial muscles and close your eyes. Props are useful in yin, especially when you want to keep still in a pose. And as you use props to fill the gaps between the body and the ground, notice that you don't have to engage muscles that much to hold the pose. So you want to stay completely relaxed. Relax all the muscles. Resist to fidget or to move once you've found your edge. Notice if you're frowning here, relax the space in between the eyebrows. Resist to clench your jaw. Resist to clench your teeth. So completely relax your facial muscles. Let yourself slowly sink in. Stay present by observing the natural rhythm of your breath. You are taking long inhalations, smooth exhalations. With each inhale, you're drawing in a sense of warmth, relaxing energy, visualizing the energy filling up the space in the hips, the space in the upper body. And as you exhale, let the pressure slowly release. Allow your body to slowly sink down towards the ground. Sometimes when we put ourselves in very intense positions, we tend to tense up, both mentally and physically. If you feel like that's happening to you, come back to your breath and allow your exhales to slowly soothe the body and your mind. With each exhalation, soften what you don't need. With each exhalation, set something aside. And remember that the most important place your mind can be right now is right here on your mat with your body, and everything else can wait. Our natural breath can teach us a lesson of the law of nature or the law of Dharma. The law of nature is that everything that begins must end. Every inhale has its exhale. Even this pose will end. It's that much more important to be present because you only have this moment. And when this moment ends, a new one begins. So whenever you find yourself in a difficult position, remember that that will end. Everything is temporary. Taking a couple more deep breaths from here. Take your time to come out from the posture. Use your hands to push yourself back up to your neutral shape. Come back to a seated position, legs extending forward. Shoulders relax, head relaxing down. Once again, to find stillness. Observe the silence in your practice. Observe any physical sensations you feel in your body. Notice what other thoughts that's crossing your mind right now. Alright, so we're ready for supine twist. So once again, let's all lie down and cuddle your knees to your chest for a moment. Gently extend your arms out wide to the sides and drop your knees to the right side. Turning your head to your left with your eyes closed so you can soften your gaze. If you'd like to explore another variation, you can come to eagle legs, wrapping your left knee around your right knee. So maybe for this version, you will feel a deeper twist through the spine. If there's any other variation here that's in your practice, or if you like to practice, then go for it. And wherever you are, just check in with your pelvis. Wriggle the right hip bone more to your left so that you feel more twist here through the spine and not from your hips. Gently pressing your knees down with the right hand. Okay? As you breathe out each time, try to press the back of the left shoulder down. But be mindful that you don't want to force anything here. Slowly allow gravity to release the tension here through the lower back. Notice that the rotation of your torso will gently squeeze your abdominal muscles, allowing fresh blood to flush your inner organs. So twists are great to practice to release muscle tension, especially through the lower back, and helps with digestion and detoxing your body. Your spine often out of alignment due to movement habits during the day gets a gentle reset. Every time as you breathe out, try to soften a little more, fully to relax, fully to let go and surrender into the posture. mindfully as you can, we are coming back to neutral. So gently draw your knees back to your chest. And just take a moment here to come back to a neutral shape. Noticing any differences you feel between both sides of the body. Noticing how the right side of your body feels. Noticing how the left side of your body feels. So let's extend your arms out wide to the sides. This time dropping your knees to your left. Let's find your supine twist on the other side. And this side is going to feel differently as the other. So there's no need to take the same option. Pay attention to how you feel and remember the intensity scale. You want to sink into the edge where you feel like you're about 4 or 5. So take the time to find your adjustment, whether your knees are stacked or your legs extending to the sides or you're coming to eagle leg expiration. Check in the pelvis, you want to feel the twist here through the spine. And once you find your edge, come back to stillness. Softening the gaze or gently to close your eyes. Observing your natural breath is just like observing yourself and how you physically react to situations. Be mindful that you are not observing with judgment, but instead just take everything as it is, knowing that it's all part of your practice. Very gently to release out from the twist. Let's cuddle your knees back to your chest, finding that neutral position once again. And if you like this time, maybe to create some movements here by rocking side to side, or you can rock forward and back, or perhaps to just stay in stillness, observing if you feel any release of tension here through the back. Ready for your last pose, Shavasana Cups pose. If you're ready, let's extend your legs forward, let your toes fall to the sides, arms relaxing by your side, so that you can let your fingers naturally curl up towards the ceiling. Relax your navel, soften your ribs, relax your shoulders and your facial muscles. Gently close your eyes, letting go of any muscular tension they have in your body, letting go of any thoughts they have in your mind, letting go of everything and surrender your body onto your mat. And invite your breaths to go slower, smoother, and deeper. Gently to wriggle your toes, wriggle your fingers, gently rocking the head side to side. Bring your feet together, extend your arms over the head and stretch your hands away from the toes and give yourself a long, nice deep stretch. Gently bend your knees and let's roll to the right side. And use your palm to gently press yourself up to a seated position. Palms resting onto your knees. Sit up tall with your eyes closed. Closing our practice with 3 deep breaths, and together inhale through your nose, open the mouth side out, exhale, inhale through your nose, open the mouth side out, exhale. Last round we hold. Big full inhale through your nose. Hold your breath at the top for 5, 4, 3, 2, and exhale. Side out and let it go. Empty out your lungs. Settle down your breaths and come back to your natural breathing. Place the palms to your heart center, Anjali Mudra. And take a moment here to find a sense of gratitude for showing up and for committing to your practice today. Namaste. I'm Jasmine. Thank you for tuning in. If you have any questions, feedbacks, comments, feel free to drop me a message at my Instagram handle at JASXTAY, JazXT. If I see you next time, bye!